Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. It's your commissioner, Lil E and the homies. About to break it down with our week one projections. Let's start. Let's start off with Josh and Nick. Probably the worst matchup of the week. For Josh, I like Carlos Hyde at Carolina, tearing things up. For Nick, I like Lil Powell at Buffalo and Charles Clay at New York Jets in a high-scoring battle. Cole Beasley is starting in Josh's lineup week one. Uh-oh. Nick wins this one easily, but Lil Powell is the MVP. Put a stamp on that. Next matchup, we have Archie and Luke. Brady against Rodgers. Archie has A.J. Green against Baltimore in a battle in the AFC North. Jordan Howard is coming in Atlanta, and he's going to go for 150. Rashard Matthews is a sleeper at Oakland. For Luke, he has Melvin Gordon at Denver. Uh-oh. But Todd Gurley's in Indianapolis, where he is going to pick apart a very poor Indianapolis defense. Still has Jaquiz Rodgers in his lineup, even though the game has been postponed. Luke wins this one. Put a stamp on that. Player of the game, Todd Gurley. Next matchup is Travis against Dylan. Little Dill comes out firing with Big Ben at Cleveland, with Larry Fitz at Detroit and David Johnson at Detroit. Travis, Michael Thomas at Minnesota and Stephon Diggs at New Orleans. Potential points there. Ezekiel Elliott plays the Giants on Sunday night, and everyone knows the Giants love Sunday night football, baby. Le'Veon at Cleveland. Travis wins handedly. And the MVP, Le'Veon Bell at Cleveland. Put a stamp on that. For our next matchup, we have Zach and Cam. Cam Newton for Zach playing San Francisco. Could be 20-plus points. Brandon Cooks on Thursday night. Should be interesting. Marshawn Lynch at Tennessee in his first week back after a year off. And Terrell Pryor at Philly. For Zach, he has Blunt at Washington, who's going to be so high he won't be able to run the field. 5 points for LeGarrette Blunt. Leonard Fournette at Houston in his first matchup should be a good one. Zach takes this one. And the MVP of the matchup is OBJ at Dallas. Sunday night football, big points, big points. Next matchup, we have Lil E and the homies taking on Wasn't There, Ian Merritt. LaShawn McCoy will go for 300 yards. Christian McCaffrey's going to tear up San Francisco. And Dalvin Cook for Ian will be the X factor here against New Orleans. Unfortunately, Ian is starting Marvin Jones instead of Mike Evans. That sucks, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because Lil E and the homies are taking home the W in this one. Christian McCaffrey will be the MVP. Put a stamp on that. And last but not least, we have Marcus and Fitz. DeMarco Polo versus Marcus's boss team. Russell Wilson and Matt Ryan duke it out in a week one matchup that is worthy of watching. Doug Baldwin at Green Bay, that's where he tears up. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for 15 plus. Amari Cooper at Tennessee, who has had a great preseason. Ooh, but Marcus is starting Gio Bernard, while Fitz is starting Joe Mixon. That'll be an interesting battle, but I think Joe Mixon comes up on top. Fitz wins this one, and DeMarco Murray is the MVP. Put a stamp on that. This concludes the Week 1 projections. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.